And here we are. How's it going? Stuff Shark. Just down a hair so you can hear me. Looks like it's a little hot as well. I'll turn that down a hair. There we go. Alright. So, today we have, of course, we have Aequitas versus TAWdlerz. This is the playoffs. There's no divisions this time, so it is just the first round of playoffs for the overall winner of the DGL Season 2. Go ahead and hop in game. Just like that. Everybody's already in the server. So go ahead and turn that music off. Bump up the jams of this game. And let's get started. Let's put it at here. Looks like a good spot to me. A little loud, but in case you can't tell, these are the wake-up stream. So, we have, playing today for Aequitas, Toucan Sand, Dream, the Boner, known as David Boner here, Bean, and Lone Star. And for Ta, we have Boy, Eye of Horus, Half-Breed, Basebone Tree coming in late, and Muzzle as their 5 players. Between this lineup, I'd give it to Aequitas. They've been practicing a lot more. Ta's not bad. Muzzle and Facebone on the same team though. That's going to be a tough team to play with. As soon as Ta gets tilted, they start losing more than 2 or 3 rounds. They're probably going to have a pretty sharp downturn if my memory holds of how it usually goes. But if they can keep it together, they can definitely give Aequitas a run for their money. Aequitas, they're Veritas' second team. Veritas being the previous season's top team in the world. Instead, they took the season off to just kind of have fun and do something else because they peaked, and then you kind of don't have anything to do because there's just not a lot there. But Aequitas is that second team that they're kind of putting people in, kind of building up the future a little bit. All that fun stuff. Of course, let me make sure really quickly we don't have the thing that always happens. Good, that's off. Every time you're casting a match, people always use their in-game microphones, which you don't want to hear. You want to hear just me and hear the sound of this fantastic game, of course. So, right now we're about to start the pistol round. This is to determine which side is on which side. Basically, whoever wins this will get to choose which side to start from on the actual match. So it is very, very important to win this. Some people just don't care and they're good on either side. Some maps are very, very sighted to where you have to be able to play this well. Of course, you can't forget X-ray vision. Always helps to see. And let's go ahead and get into it. Looks like Lone Star pushing up pretty fast on towards the archway here. Ooh, and giving the T-Bone gets the first kill onto Basebone Tree and gets the kill as well onto Muzzle. stopping that push on the street towards B. Meanwhile, Toucan Sam holding on B, playing it safe as it looks like Horse is about to get triple teamed here. Nearly all of the security side is forced onto Bravo here. Oh, Horse gets the first shot onto Lone Star. First kill for TAWdlerz. Couple of shots coming out towards Yellow, but looks like Dream wins the fight against Boy. And is down to just Horus and Halfbreed. Ooh, Horse gets the first kill, but not the second on the Bean. Last alive is going to be Halfbreed, taking his shots, and Dream takes down Halfbreed. After taking a few shots, Aequitas win the pistol round, and they will choose the side they get to start on. Can't forget. Bump up the jams, of course. Okay, opting for security, not a bad idea. Insurgents have a better pre-spawn, like they have a better pre-nade system. I mean, Insurgents aren't bad either, but that could just be old meta stuff. I know that Insurgents had a much better pre-nading access than they used to be. At least security had a pretty rough time leaving the ridge here. Which you can see from, not from this side of the map, but this side over here, if we can get across. So pre-nades in this map are really important. What pre-nades are basically a grenade thrown early into the round into where someone would run into it, based on the locations and lanes in the game. Lanes aren't official things. They're basically paths that everyone kind of takes that are the quickest to wherever they need to go to, or to important locations. Like there's a pathway, kind of, or basically a lane, where you run up the side of this hill, run over this, and run straight into Bravo, usually on the right side or commonly on the left side, and break down the door and you go in. Fortunately, we can't fly through the doors, but one of the things that this leaves open is obviously the sky. So a lot of Insurgents will throw grenades back here. They'll throw it up top. It'll rain through the air, obviously not hit the palm tree, and boop, blow up. Blow up anybody trying to run through here. It's very, very dangerous. Looks like they are live, though. And it looks like basically some really things going out for security, but it looks like no one actually dying to pre-nades. Good start for both sides. No one dying quite yet. D-Boner trying to stay alive, and Bean gets the first kill onto Halfbreed, clearing it up, but looks like there's a flank coming on right now. Ooh, Horse gets another kill onto Toucan Sam, clearing it for Insurgents, and D-Boner gets a kill on the muzzle, and Bean gets the flank onto Horse on B. Now to Facepound, last alive on B with his knife out. What is he doing? Lone Star gets an easy kill on the Facepound tree with his pants down. Last alive now is Boy. On A, trying to solo cap it. Team pretty much wiped out on Bravo there. Aggressive play by Aequitas. It's down to Boy. Fix this real quick. Okay, looks like they can cap up Bravo, so they're going to be into a 5v1. And Boy caps up Alpha. They opt to play it safe and play for spawns. As you can see, Lone Star, D-Boner, and Bean ready for anybody leaving their spawn. Looks like everyone opting for the middle lane. Not a bad idea. Let's see. Will he spot anybody? Vision. Ooh! D-Boner gets the first pick onto Muslim. Gets another pick onto Facepound tree through the bush. Looks like two managed to survive. Horus and Halfbreed managed to escape that spawn trap. Well done. But they have 40 seconds left in the round. Security has control of two objectives already. Not a great start for the TAWdlerz. And Halfbreed nades D-Boner on top. Definitely a strong Kobe. And Horus with a nice positional play there. Takes out Bean on the rotate. Lone Star coming in to stop Bravo being capped up. And ooh, Lone Star gets onto Horus, but Halfbreed up above. Makes him a crossfire that takes him out. 1v1 here on Bravo and a 1v1 on A. Boy getting held up by Toucan Sam, but Dream wins the fight on B. Oh, Boy! Wow, that is a clutch and a half. Wins the fight against Toucan Sam with a nice jump. And Dream just has to clear up Bravo in time. Boy has to run. 10 seconds left. Gotta go. Oh! They trade! What? They trade! Bruh. What? How does this happen? Dude. Wow. Wow. What? Wow. Okay. That is the craziest trade I think I've seen yet. That's a bit of bad luck, but when you have games that allow for trades that only can win via killing and controlling locations, then it's gonna happen. apparently developers didn't think of it either, because you saw that there was a nice fraction name. So, but in any case, hopefully the teams will win around this time versus just trading. Oh, looks like security opting for a pretty heavy, weird B strat. They could get pre-nated with this, but they're opting to play it safe. Looks like TAWdlerz as well. Somewhat safe. Face 1 Streak is taken out by D-Boner, and Lone Star and Dream taking out Muzzle and Boy themselves, taking out most of Bravo here. Horse is holding on to B for his dear life, but looks like there's another flank by Bean again, nearly the same way. It looks like Half-Breed looking the wrong way. Fortunately, he has 2 spots to look at once. That's why you don't really play that spot there like that. Oh, but Half-Breed comes in with the nice save finally. Oh, and a bit of a black screen there. If we can say what's the fight against Horus, but will he win it against Half-Breed? Last alive, and he does. Aequitas take it 1-0. But technically it's 2-1. Wow. Good round by Aequitas. They're playing it well, playing it with good timing. They pretty much nailed it. And TAWdlerz, they tried a little bit of a comeback with Half-Breed. He did the best he could, but they were really prepared and ready and waiting. And they easily took him out. Let's see how they do in this round. And we'll follow the Bean with the flank. He's been playing this lower, can't remember the name of this spot, ironically. But still, it's, again, good flank, good timing on this. Will the grenade, they will not tag anybody, but it will wound Horus while he's trying to get up to Bravo. And just like that, Dave gets the first pick onto Half-Breed across the side there, and Toucan Sam holding on to B for his dear life. Meanwhile, oh, Muzzle actually wins the fight against Bean, stopping that flank. Pretty easy to call. Horse does not see the player across, but Toucan Sam does. But Face 1 Streak takes out Lone Star on the lower behind B. And Face 1 Streak Muzzle trying to wallbang that spot. Horse is not in there, but Toucan Sam hears him running, takes him out. Nice little flick and a half, and is down to just Boy running straight to A, trying to stay alive, to bring back his team to try and fight it again. And hopefully not go and draw. Looks like they're opting to cap up A and are again set up for spawns. One on each side with D-Boner not in a bad spot. A little bit unpredicted. D-Boner with his own Kobe-like nade. Will it hit any of the spawns? No, it's way too early. And, oh, Boy wins the first fight against... Well, he doesn't really win the fight. He actually loses it against Lone Star on A. They will retake A, and they will have control of all 3 objectives. Muzzle about to run into somebody. Gets shot at a little bit. Not gonna kill. But then he gets killed. While Toucan Sam, Lone Star just wipes out the rest of the field. And D-Boner gets the last kill of the round onto Facepalm and take the round lead now 2-0. Technically 3-1. Savage display here going on by Aequitas. A lot of kills coming out. You know, D-Boner and 2K Sam both running 6 kills and only 3 deaths. I mean, this is a 2 KDR. That's pretty crazy. And Bean's losing a little bit, but he's also playing a spot that's tough. Dream went in a 5-1 KDR. That's nutty. Meanwhile, TAW struggling a little bit. They're having some issues getting some stuff here and there, but this could be the round that changes everything for TAW. They're opting to play a little bit more of a side B strat versus playing directly on B. Maybe an AC, perhaps? Bean's over there. He could be a for the rest of it. Oh, looks like they're opting to actually play B. And D-Boner will get the first nade kill onto Half-Breed. You hate to see it. Meanwhile, Boy with a long flank. Not able to spot anybody, but still, Horse holding on in this 1v1 here. Fight across. D-Boner, will he win the shot? He does. He gets an easy kill on the Muzzle. Trying to bait a peek. You don't do that with a Mark 14 EBR, but hopefully you'll learn on this one. Beats the team with the ninja skills. Able to jump over these rocks. But a parkour. That prone will give away his position, but I don't think anyone on TAW is going to be able to rotate or even probably hear it. Should be able to get this pretty held up easily. Meanwhile, Lone Star, Cap and C, 4-4. He's 90%. Onto Dream, but Bean able to get the nice kill onto Horse. And Toucan Sam to get this on. Last alive now is Boy. Gets the first kill onto D-Boner. All down to Boy. And I don't know how he whiffed. I think everyone just about whiffed there. Aequitas take the round lead now, 3-0, 4-1, but good clutch, good attempt by Boy there. Right now, if I was on Ta, if I was playing with Ta, I'd probably be calling a pause right about now, trying to figure out what's going on and how to stop it, because they're just right now just dying like cannon fodder, and they're trying to get around to rotate. They're trying to stop flanks, but ultimately they're playing spots that Aequitas know, and they can just wait for them to run into their shots and just kill them. And that's the only way to do that, to stop it, is to try and flank them, or by pre-nading them. And right now, TAWdlerz are doing neither of those things. They're opting actually for a bit of a double flank instead of playing 3 to B. Tuki and Sam pushing very aggressive into B here, actually. Should be an easy kill for Horus, and it is. Happy gets the pick on a David Boner as well. That's a huge amount of kill support for Aequitas down. And Muzzle gets the kill into Bean as well. Pretty much TAWdlerz control now Bravo. With just Lone Star and Dream last alive. And Lone Star trying to cap up C for free. There's a player up above. Pick the bottom. He does! And finally Lone Star gets a kill. Oh, almost gets naded on C, but not quite. They're now going to swarm C. Triple team him. And Dream coming in for the support. Trying to catch anybody out, rotating to C. We'll catch one. We'll catch a Boy. Of course, we'll cap up B, bringing him back immediately. Lone Star gets the pick on the facepawn tree, but Muzzle takes out Lone Star. Good trade. Last alive is Dream on C. And Muzzle will kill Dream and end the 16-0 Dream. So I take the first round win now, 1-3. So let me make sure this is correct, because it seems like, yeah, no, it's full volume. That's very strange. Okay. The game seems a little bit quieter than usual, and I'm not sure what could be causing it. Let's see here. Yeah, no, that's maxed out. Okay. I guess for some reason the game's a little quieter. Who knows? But in any case, let's go. So, let's follow Halfbreed. What he's been doing. He had previously been playing around Bravo in a bit of a support role. Now he's rotating back towards A, playing, I guess, support with Boy. Actually, he's holding C. I guess they're going for like an AC strat kind of thing? Or an B. Not bad. The first kill onto Bean. And Debro gets an easy shot onto facepawn tree, trying to play upper there. It's very tough for an Insurgent. And Muzzle gets the kill onto Toucan Sam through Bravo. Pretty big control here for the Insurgents, and Muzzle running kill onto Lone Star. And D-Burner takes out Muzzle, ending that running and killing spree. Meanwhile, Horus is held up underneath the table here in Kitchen on Bravo. And Boy will take out Dream on C. Last alive is going to be D-Boner. Getting naded out. Playing pretty aggressive. And good. Boy running to play A. They can get a 2v1 versus a guaranteed 3-1 win. Good to see. D-Boner now has to try and clear Bravo. And he does not land it in time. Hot take the next round. Now 2-3. So, outfits. It's always important to know what your uniform and what your opponents look like. Looks like Aequitas, all unique flowers, and of course the TAWdlerz. Also, wait, hold on a second. Wait a minute. That ain't right. Okay, interesting. Managed to cop some unique Insurgent camouflage there. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but let's go ahead and follow D-Boner this time. Looks like he's playing the Ridge there. Again, Insurgents are not pre-nading it. I don't know if the timing's off of that or it's been developments, but D-Boner gets a kill on the facepawn tree, stopping the upper B support for the TAWdlerz. Oh, looks away at the wrong. Oh! D-Boner almost gets the spray across onto Halfbreed, but Halfbreed lands a nice headshot onto D-Boner, ending that killing spree for D-Boner. Halfbreed already got that kill. Meanwhile, Toucan Sam capping up B alongside. Looks like Bean coming in to help. There's a 2v1 here on B. Muzzle playing underneath, trying to support him. Playing very aggressive. Could backfire. Oh, and it does. Bean is able to take out Muzzle. Boy takes out Dream. And Bean takes out Boy, stopping that A push for the Insurgents as a last resort. Halfbreed trying to come in to clutch this. Ooh, Horse gets the first kill to 2 can stand, but will he get the second? He will not. Bean will take him out. It is a 1v1 here. Bean versus Half-Breed. Good grenade here. Shit, grenade! And indeed, a Kobe. TAWdlerz now tied up 3-3. That's 3 rounds in a row. So right now we're seeing a bit of a change in mentality for the TAWdlerz, that it's getting Aequitas to lose, and that's baiting out Aequitas to try and play aggressive, to try and win. Again, when Aequitas was passive and TAWdlerz were playing aggressive, they lose because Aequitas knew where to play. But as soon as the TAWdlerz started to change around their positions a little bit to try and counter that default, now Aequitas is kind of left going, what next? How do I counter the countered? And this back and forth, and you know, basically cat and mouse of how to play things. Ooh, Bean with a nice grenade. Take out Muzzle. They'll ruin the rest of them, but not quite take them out. Meanwhile, Horse gets the nice kill on 2K stand, clearing out Bravo. D-Barnard watching, waiting for a push. This isn't going to happen. Already, Lone Star coming in with a flank. He gets the kill on Facepalm Tree and is down to just Horus. 2v1 here. Happy takes out D-Barnard from up top, though. Good support. Boy about to get flanked and does not let that happen. Boy takes out Dream. Last alive is now Lone Star. Around Bravo. Get away his position. Barrett. No. It's a little too high. Horus takes him out, and TAW will take the lead now 4-3. Wow. Up there's the pause. That's good to see. Either someone crashed, or they're just calling to figure out what's going on for the TAWdlerz. Now, when they're winning 3 rounds in a row like this, you might wonder why they want to call a pause, because it would throw off their own momentum. But if there's an actual problem with somebody, or there's an issue with something they're about to have, they can predict that early on and talk about it and try and figure it out with a little bit more time to spare than just, I'm running in that to try and figure it out right now within like 2 seconds. Like, doing that is really tough, and it's very, 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 very few people can actually do that successfully. Like, 2% of all players can probably do that. But if you give yourself time, it allows you time to think and time to breathe and to figure out, okay, why are we suddenly getting a lot of kills? What's working? And for Aequitas, they can do the same thing too while they're here. They can go up and just breathe, take some air, walk around a little bit, or they can just sit there and talk and say, hey, how are we losing rounds? How are we losing lanes? Are we just getting pre-naded? Are we getting pre-fired? Are they out-positioning us? Like, how do we counter out-positioning, which would be something like pre-nades, looking at how the map flows on where people are playing. So if I'm getting flanked from here, right, you don't just send somebody here to counter that. You change around everyone's position to a little bit. You tilt it like 2 or 3 degrees to try and adjust for that, and you can probably get away with that for the most part if a team isn't very good. TAWdlerz are relatively good on kill ability. They just don't have positioning stuff well, and that's been some of their bit of a weak point for them for this whole season. Although now with their killing ability and the ability to have them move around and do stuff correctly, it's working well. And it looks like Muzzle might have crashed out. Okay. Looks like they're already ready to go to restart the round. Good to see. I think... Oh, Half-Breed, yeah. You accidentally committed Sudoku in the side here. Oh, he was here. He's no longer with us. But that happens. He's still here, though. Our hearts. Here we go. This is... Oh, they're still paused. Okay. Yeah, there should be probably lore. Yeah, this should be live. You only get 1 round limit, or 1 round time. Although Aequitas are not leaving either. Nah, they're lore. Okay. A little bit of misconfusion here, but it's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, it's all good sports. Just good to see. So Aequitas, bit of a break here, bit of a change up. Will that affect their ability to actually play lanes? And will TAWdlerz be able to keep up their momentum that they've suddenly gained from seemingly nowhere? Let's go ahead and follow Hello. Basement tree. I haven't seen too much of him today. Waiting for the push back. Looks like Lone Star. Oh, but Bean will take him and win against Muzzle on the cross pick. Basement should easily rotate. He is indeed rotating. Easy kill for Lone Star. Oh, but he actually gets a nice flank around for Bean. Thinking Bean and Lone Star are the same person, but they're actually playing different spots. Dream waiting for the push on yellow by Boy, who's been playing it all game. Oh, wow. Boy actually missed the shot against Dream there. And the Dream for Aequitas keeps going. Meanwhile, Happy trying to clear up Charlie. Looking for trying to spot anybody upper B, which I think D-Boner might be. Yeah, he's playing the stairway upper B. They're going to double cap it up while there is an insurgent, I think, on it. Yeah, Horse is just on it, trying to hold off the cap for them. Lone Star got a good position to stop the flank by Respawn, which he indeed does, even though that was not anywhere close to his head. It looked like they would have missed, but what do I know? They're going to cap up B. It is just Halfbreed and a Horse last alive. Halfbreed not doing a whole lot of anything. Did he go AFK? He's waiting for the push, and he still dies. You hate to see it. Horus last alive here. On B. They know where he is. They can shoot to the wall and kill him because that's how 762 works. And Aequitas take the round win and tie it 4-4. My favorite thing about 762 weapons like the FAL and the Mark 14 EBR is you can just shoot through everything. Like literally everything. Like cover is as it was in Source. Mind you, this is a recreation of Source. Source, you could do this literally same thing with the FALs and Mark 14 EBRs. You could just wall through everything. It was just nutty, but it weighed a lot, so you couldn't really do that efficiently. The timings for it were awful. You had no time to really do anything due to how much weight it had and how much supply it cost. At least, you know, so in this game, due to it being as light as an AR, basically, it's pretty much the only thing to really run. And 15 gets a nice shot on the muzzle. And again, it's... Oh, Bean actually gets a nice shot on the Horse as well. Looks like... Wow, Bean getting a nice double kill there onto Horse with face bomb. Happy and Boy able to refrag with a little bit of their own surges of kills, but really not a lot going on. TAWdlerz losing Bravo pretty single-handedly, down to just Boy and Halfbreed. Trying to guard Charlie for their... The last little hope for their team. You have to control two objectives, though, to win the round, so they got to move at some point. They can't sit here forever, as much as they'd like to. And Dream waiting for the push around towards yellow. He could catch out Boy, but looks like Boy will instead be the catcher outer. Boy running pretty loudly. Dream already heard him. Aimed, ready. Easy kill for Dream. Last alive. Halfbreed. Held up on Charlie. Nowhere to go. Everyone's watching. Oh, wait, everybody, I mean, the team. Watching all his locations, all his entries, all his exits. He could catch his player out who's not ready. He will indeed catch out Dream, but they know where he is. At this point, Aequitas should then start to move around to accompany that location call out. As you can see. Oh, Halfbreed actually winning the shot against D-Boner there. Good timing. Less than a minute left in the round. They gotta hurry. Duke and Sam. Ready and waiting. Easy shot. And takes the round one and takes back the lead from TAW 5-4. And that is indeed halfway. Although technically it should be one more round because there's technically been 9 rounds, but the overtime counted as a round. So there's actually, I believe, 5 to 6. Or 6 to 5 is what I meant to say. I can do math. Unfortunately, Lone Star, feeling a little high off that win, has kind of started to do a little bit of a interesting jumping exercise here. It's a good way to warm up. It's important to stretch out before every round. Of course, you know, you gotta stay limber. If you're not able to jump and not able to spring bob all over the place, then how do you jump through walls and jump through all the different windows? So important to stretch, keep flexible, and not hurt yourself out there on the field. Here we have Horus running fast as he can out towards the insurgent entryway here, being ready to try and cross pick him. Will he get the shot off? Actually, I would say running up to Chinatown up top here with Halfbreed. Interesting. D-Boner gets the first kill of the half onto muzzle. TAWdlerz opting to totally avoid Bravo here. And Dream takes out Facepalm Tree, stopping the flank. And boy, left alone. And ooh, Toucan Sam wins the fight against Horus. Aequitas control all of Bravo now, and Bean gets the kill into Half-Breed. Last alive now, once again, is Boy. Boy, it's a bad spot to be in right now. Covered on all sides. All the other team is entirely alive now. Spawn Wave did absolutely nothing. Let's come up onto this player here. See him across. He gets the kill onto Boy, but ooh, who gets shot at by Upper B. There's already a player down below looking to try and sneak up above and get in there. Not a bad grenade. Oh! Presses him, and Boy actually wins the fight against D-Boner. Go ahead and hop back in game. Back in the action. Oh! Almost won the fight, but not quite. Aequitas take the round win 6-4. Technically 7-5. So, looks like TAWdlerz have called their pause pretty early on for the half. Interesting. Not sure what's going on there for the TAWdlerz. They had a pretty good streak there, and all of a sudden, their kill ability has just completely plummeted. It's not able to do much of anything, unfortunately. And Aequitas easily pretty much nailed it in the bag. Really good kills, really good flanks, able to counter that strat. It's up to TAWdlerz now to try and break that counter of the original strat. So it's now on to the TAWdlerz. Go ahead and see what... You know, we haven't seen too much of Horus. Starting off with Horus usually, but we don't really stay that long. Let's see what he does on this round here. Oh, he dies immediately, unfortunately. Oh, and D-Boner his own nade kill, and Lone Strike his own kill onto Muzzle. Just like that, TAWdlerz basically wiped down on Bravo. You hate to see it. Happy with a nice flankaroonie. Should be an easy kill. Happy gets the first pick onto Bean on the street. Looks like Toucan Sam waiting for the push by Half-Breed to try and clear out Bravo. And Boy playing Metal Gear Solid here in the back. While Dream also just like looking at... people do push here, so I guess it's not entirely strange. Very tunneled on that location and position. Right next to each other, but ooh, Dream heard the footstep. And that last alive is going to be, of course, Half-Breed. Lone survivor. Out in the back here. Waiting for those people from respawn from... Well, to respawn from spawn. Bean does indeed leave spawn. But Toucan Sam within Bravo takes the kill and takes an easy round win for Aequitas now, 7-4. Although technically it is 8-5. You can't see it on the screen because for some reason draw rounds aren't added to the counter for rounds. For some reason, I don't know why, but it's been that way since launch. So just make do. So it's technically 5-8. So Aequitas pretty big lead. TAWdlerz just have to get another one of those like winning, those growth spurts of winning to like get closer to possibly win against Aequitas right now. Aequitas, they brought back their stuff. They seem to be getting a lot more kills. They seem to be able to really just break through, you know, TAW's lineup and just able to destroy them. Of course, getting pre-naded, losing 3 to a pre-nade, pretty bad. Pretty much guaranteed to necessarily, of course. Ooh, again, another set of pre-nades, not bad. Looks like they're waiting this time. Bean gets a nice kill onto this Half-Breed. And D-Boner gets the kill into Facebook Tree as well. Trying to cross over to Ridge. And Toucan Sam holding up Bravo pretty single-handedly. Muzzle playing very passive, waiting for the push. But, ooh, Horus, oh, getting picked by D-Boner again on the top of B there. And Muzzle finally gets the kill into D-Boner. And that by David. And, ooh, Lone Side taken out by Boy. But Dream taking out Boy's a refrag. Nice kill. But last alive is going to be Muzzle. Uh-oh. Just Muzzle. Bean. Nice shot there onto Muzzle. And Aequitas take it now 8-4. Technically 9-5. I don't think the server's going to reset. But the game should end when it hits 10. So, we have a couple more rounds here for Aequitas to win. TAWdlerz, again, that lead, they got a huge lead to try and climb up on. It's not going to be easy for them. They have the potential to do it, for sure. But they got to dig deep. They had that pause. Looks like that pause didn't do much anything. I don't know if there's any technical issues or what. Let's go ahead and check out the kills and deaths. We're seeing a lot of kills for Aequitas, nearly everyone running positive. And for the TAWdlerz, boy is barely positive. Everyone else struggling quite a bit. Facepalm Tree having a tough day, but that happens sometimes. It's not easy, especially against Aequitas. Strong killing ability on the entire team. Oh, ooh, nice. Lone Star getting a muzzle on Facepalm Tree. Getting his own nade kill on a Toucan Sam, but able to actually clear up Bravo for the first time for TAWdlerz on security. DGL trying to get that flank in to try and get onto B and bring it back. Facepalm Tree waiting for that push. Not going to happen. Captain will get onto Bravo, and Horse takes out Lone Star, stopping that push. Team just holding up on Charlie, and DGL just holding on B. Last two alive for Aequitas. TAWdlerz actually doing pretty well this time. Facepalm Tree letting him cap up Bravo. Looks like they're waiting for support by either Horse or Halfbreed to get into position. Taking a sweet old time. This is a 2v4 here for TAWdlerz. And DGL gets the first kill to Horus. Making now a 2v3. Ooh, DGL almost hits that shot. It should have probably landed it. And Dream will take out Boy. Now a 2v2 here. And Facepalm will take out DGL. Last alive is going to be Dream. Aequitas' Dream continue on this. Takes out Facepalm Tree. Now a 1v1 against Halfbreed. And once again, the window. And oh, Halfbreed lands it. Easy for TAWdlerz. Bringing it back now 5-8. Technically 6-8. 6-9. Let's see here. We got a lot of kills on both sides. A lot of deaths for the TAWdlerz. It's really coming down to positional play and just timing. Aequitas knows how to play and Certain Side really well, and TAWdlerz, they're kind of just doing the best they can with what they have, but they don't have much. And Beam is another nade kill on the muzzle. Phoenix cannot be losing people that early into the round. Devastating the chances. Again, Sam holding on. The player run by, which means kind of left open there. DGL gets the kill though onto Facepalm Tree, upper ridge, and Halfbreed coming in with a flank. Well, not really. He's kind of walking towards the flank, but Aequitas are going to cap up most of Bravo here, while looks like Horus plays yellow, and Boy about to meet up here with Dream once again. And name a more iconic duo than Dream and Boy, both playing basically back yellow. Of course, Aequitas cap up B for free, so they will bring back just Bean. I think he's the only one who died there. And Bean takes out Halfbreed, a nice one-hit kill. And, ooh, Dream takes out Boy as well. Last alive now is Horus. And Horus will take out Bean, but Lone Star with a flank will get the kill onto Horus. And it is now match point for Aequitas. Now 10-6. Although it says 5-9, we got a draw round, which aren't added to the score. So it is actually 10-6. They are at match point. So, what does match point mean? Well, it simply means that whoever wins, if they win the next round, they will technically win the game, since they are at match point. TAWdlerz now have a huge lead to climb. They have about 4 rounds in a row. They have to win every single one of them to win this, or to at least get it into overtime. So TAWdlerz no longer have a chance to directly win this. They have to take it to try and attempt overtime. Possible, maybe, likely. I doubt it. And TAWdlerz is really struggling on getting kills. Aequitas have a really strong insurgent side that it's tough to beat, you know. Boy trying to get some cross picks. Oh, almost. Again, these tight little angles are really tough to spot. Oh boy, almost lands a shot onto Horus. And Aequitas cap up B pretty much for free. TAWdlerz coming in late round to try and stop B. A lot of time has already passed. And B gets a nice kill onto Muzzle, stopping that push. And just like that, Lone Star and D-Bone are actually taking out face one boy. Last alive now is Halfbreed, with their chances of staying alive in this playoff. Will they take this round? Be a tough one. This is now a 4v1 here. They control B and C. Not a lot of time, but he lands the first kill onto 2K and Sam. 3 to go, and Bean takes him out. And technically gets it a win, 11-6. The ball play one more round just for convenience factor, but it's technically game for Aequitas, 11-6. Oop, looks like somebody already celebrating a little early. Who is that? 2K and Sam now. Definitely a little high on himself, I guess. It looks like Muzzle opting to not play anymore. Guess they're opting to just say that's it. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, they are. I guess that is game. So that's fair enough. I guess they don't want to play the other round. I would just lose again anyway, but that's okay. That's their choice. They don't have to play that since they did technically win it. The game is not perfect, basically. So that will be it for now. As soon as I get another match to cast, I will switch on over to it. I think the other ones are being casted already by Vapor and Synthetic on their channel, so be sure to check them out. We're going to go ahead and be right back. As soon as we got more gameplay, we will be right back. Well, you'll be seeing it, so we'll be right back. My apologies, people. Go ahead and turn this off. Apparently it's actually a best of 3. No one said anything about it being a best of 3. Good thing I was paying attention. Looks like they're actually going to call up a quick break. Let's go ahead and hop back in game here. Good thing I'm paying attention. Up and noticed there was a thing here. Give me a second. All right. Apologies for that. Technical difficulties. Fortunately, it's it happens. So let me go ahead and check to make sure everything is good on everyone else's side. Let's see here. They should be getting ready to go hopefully soon. Get back into it here. It looks like they're actually waiting on their 5th. No, they're 10. I guess they're just taking a quick break. And with that being the case, we will be right back. As you can see, we are back in game. We'll cast the second game here. Aequitas, pretty strong lead here on that first half. So it's going to be a interesting second game to see for sure. I think Aequitas are going to be struggling a little bit. Either Aequitas are going to be dominating a little bit. I think TAWdlerz are going to be on the back burner. Hopefully they're not too tired or too burned out. Love to see, though. Looks like they've both opted to play on the same side. Well, they're going to be starting pistol rounds, of course. Looks like Aequitas running partially light armor and only DGL running heavy armor. A little interesting to see. And apparently if you're in free cam mode, you cannot hit the player button you normally do to switch players. It does not work in third person mode. You just get this like blocky thing. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, looks like DGL has crashed. You hate to see it. We'll be right back. We'll do something a little different this time. So, we'll be right back. Alright, we are live. Go ahead and switch this back over to the game. Here we are. Go ahead and, of course, bump up the jams. The real jams. Unfortunately, we have hit the weird time bug where if you restart the game, you technically go into overtime. This is Pistols Live, though. Game 2 of 3 in this quarterfinal. Aequitas versus TAWdlerz here. Aequitas won the first game 5-11. Pretty single-handedly, had a pretty good lead there. Lost it for a few rounds, but brought it back. Let's bring on that extra vision to see what's going on here. As you can see, lots of pre-fires coming out. Not quite anyone dying just yet. And Toucan Sam pushing pretty fast onto B here. And Bean trying to stay alive while TAWdlerz, they're trying to reflex back around to try and cash out. Aequitas pushing very, very aggressive. However, Muzzle not really doing too much of anything, and Dream actually getting an easy kill there onto Half-Breed and Horse, taking out Lone Star as a refrag. Meanwhile, on B, again, it is still Bean versus Boy. And Muzzle actually gets his own kill onto Dream, and Horse taking out other player. Bean getting a nice round to Muzzle and Horse. Last alive now is going to be Boy on B. And Boy takes out the first kill onto Toucan Sam. And just like that, Aequitas flood him and end it, taking the round win for Pistols 1-0. Looks like they're opting to play security. Not a bad side to start with. Some people like insurgents more, but security has a lot stronger advantage on this map, so it could be relatively sided if TAWdlerz aren't able to break through and try and counter them. It's going to be tough if Aequitas will practice this map. As much as you can figure out like counters and stuff, Aequitas have a really good fragging ability that the TAWdlerz are kind of struggling to get right now. A lot of them are not quite able to get the kills, and just overall, you know, playing ability down pat. They're kind of almost flash in the pan in a way, but I think they still have the potential to possibly upset Aequitas and throw them off their game. Aequitas have a lead already into this 1-0 for the set, so it's not a guaranteed anything really. But we'll see how this game will play out. Most people opting for, again, 7.62. Bean and Half-Breed running the lighter weapons. I think they're more the flankers, so they like to push a little bit quicker and throw off the timing a little bit, but with how light the fouls are, it's pretty good to go, and it should be a good game. Hopefully, it might not be hopefully a little closer, but you never know. They should be now live with the game. See how they're doing. Indeed, they are live. Looks like they're going to start off with... Let's see how TAWdlerz play this on B. For Insurgents, it's a very, very tough spot to play. Bravo has a lot of open positions and a lot of support positions from both sides that make it very, very tough for any Insurgent or security side to really push aggressively from that side. As you can see, the TAWdlerz opting to play a relatively simple B strategy, playing a little bit farther out. One Rubble. Ooh, D1 with an H kill onto B there. Half-Breed a little too slow to get into Bravo. Not a bad pre-fire by there. Toucan Sam gets the kill onto Muzzle as well. And B is tapping by security, capping it basically for free. D1 getting the kill on the Boy really stops that push by TAWdlerz to try and lock down anything. Just two alive, playing on their own. Ooh, Horse catches out. D1 pushing a little too aggressively, but B1 could catch one or two players out, but again, they're capping up B pretty safely. Looks like TAWdlerz not really opting to do much of anything except that B push. They're going to let that player respawn back into the game. And B catches out face punch. Last slide now is Horus. Only matter of time before you get outflanked. Just like that, Horus now has to clutch and try and do a very difficult job all on his own. Got the world against him. See him up above here. And trying to get the flank around while security forces kind of opting to just block out locations that he could be and lanes he could be pushing. Down below there. There's even a player upper A. And just like that, Lone Star catches him out. We're trying to run to A. And Aequitas take the first round win 1-0. Apologies, people. A little bit of a technical issue there. Hopefully it should sound a little bit more what it should be. I adjusted some things the last second there. But apologies. Should now all be good to go. We now have Aequitas again just savagely destroying the TAWdlerz on B there. Once they stopped that B push, it was basically game over. And TAWdlerz tried to play 2 1v4s in essence, and it just doesn't work. I mean, maybe if you're really lucky, like Half-Breed and Boy have their moments where they can do that, but it's really tough, and you can't expect that every round if you're playing in a 2v5 situation. You've got to work together. And Muzzle gets the first nade kill actually onto Bean. Boy doing a little bit of a water dance to try to prevent that pre-nade, and he will actually land the shot onto D-Wonder running into B now. 1v1 here on B. TAWdlerz actually controlling most of the map here, staying all alive. Oh, and Face Entry takes out Toucan Sam. Last alive is going to be Dream, and of course Lone Star held up on B there. Coming in for the support. Nice Kobe nade here. Could possibly kill Muzzle. It does indeed kill Muzzle. It's Muzzle on his ability for the round. And Face Entry holding on while Lone Star just tries to clear out B on his own here in basically a 1v4. Dream trying to come in with a flank to help, but he's taking his sweet time, and looks like Boy is ready and waiting for the push. That could happen. Not a bad pre-fire. Waiting for the push. That's all they can do at this point. Dream looking to get the flank on. Aggressive play there by Dream. Gets the kill. Come up above, but Boy with a nice refrag takes him out. Last alive now is Lone Star on B in a 1v3. Pre-fire. You get a vision of what's actually going on in the room there. Being pre-fired again by that player on the rubble. You can't see it. He's getting flashed. And just like that, Half-Breed pushes him and ends it. Tying up the game now 1-1. So, Aequitas, they pretty much all got taken out by playing the same spots over and again. That's why you should never really do that. I know some teams, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you're playing against a team that wants to win hard and are able to actually kill people and actually good, you should not be doing that, If you're playing a scrim or something, you're trying to do different things. It makes sense to get better at that and learn how to play it. So, there's a validity to that in some situations. But right now, when it's a tough thing to call too. Honestly, it's not just easy. There's other players running all through the street there, and fire by Muzzle. Not able to kill it, but he actually gets to pick onto Half-Breed, stopping that push by the Insurgents. No longer able to get into B since they have pretty much everything covered. Dream whipping a shot as well. D-Wonder getting the kill onto Horus. Still alive is Bean on B here. There's at least a player on the block, which is better than before. Looks like it's a nice kill onto Boy on that Rebel location. And it is coming forward, but D-Wonder with a long shot takes out Facepalm Tree. Last life now is Muzzle. Trying to wallbang him, and indeed Lone Star catches him out and ends the round, bringing back the lead now 2-1. Despite the title, this is actually Aequitas versus TAWdlerz quarterfinals, best of 3. This is game 2. Game 1 was won by Aequitas pretty single-handedly, 11-6. TAWdlerz currently losing against Aequitas again, 2-1. So if Aequitas wins 9 more rounds in a row, they will win the best of 3. TAWdlerz have to win this game and win the next game to win the best of 3. Pretty tough for them. They might be able to if they really push hard and they're just really lucky. But as it is now, Aequitas have a strong killing ability, and they're just able to outfrag the other team. And there's not much you can do about that if you can't. There's not a lot of options to do. Kind of limited. Good pre-nades coming out by security forces here. Boy pushing fast into B. Ooh, will he spot that player across on bunker? And he does not. Dream coming in for the second time, block out billboard. Facepalm looking to nice shot. Oh, and Bean pushing fast into Boy on B. Looks like he's trying to help out while it looks like Dream down below. It's already flanked around. They'll probably lock him out. Ooh, Dream could have spotted that player with the backpack, but not quite just yet. Not quite yet, really. Bean holding up on B while Toucan Sam takes out Muzzle on the flank. Then we get to just Halfbreed here, and Halfbreed loses the fight against Lone Star. But Horus takes out Lone Star as a refrag. Not bad, but gives away Horus's position. And unfortunately, it's now a 2v5. So Lone Star did die after the opponent was captured, so he does not respawn. But Bean and Dream both take out TAWdlerz and end their dream of winning the round. Taking the lead now, making it 3-1. So, I hate to see it, but looks like Aequitas another lead forming on their hands. It's up to the TAWdlerz to try and break that. Same strategy they've been doing. They've been changing things up where they need to, but it's relatively the same strategy. Let's see how they can try and prevent those pre-nades and try and break into that ground of Aequitas that they've been struggling to get. They had a flash in the pan moment where they got some good kills in. They're able to actually get some work in, but after that, it's been nothing for them. So. Go ahead and follow Debo into this round. See what he's been doing. He's even playing just upper A the whole time. Good pre-nade here for Rubble. Comes pre-fires coming out. Nothing actually killing anybody just yet. Yep, looks like he's have to play long. We're gonna skip that one. Lone Star actually get the first kill onto Boy. And Bean again capping B for free while TAWdlerz wait for some reason. Toucan Sam gets an easy kill in the face one tree. And TAWdlerz trying to catch out positions that they're normally playing, but they're just letting everyone die. D1 gets out of Horus, and Toucan Sam gets Muzzle last alive. He's Half-Breed. Just like that, TAWdlerz falling in a line. Runs on to B fast because that's all he has left. He's on the flank. But also doesn't have to because he'll wallbang it and win the round. Nice wallbang. That leaves it now 4-1 for Aequitas versus TAWdlerz. And 7.62 weapons are just so great. All the fouls and Mark 14s, they're the best because it's fun when they're all just like really they'll wallbang everything. So cover is like relative to basically giant walls, and most of the objective is like, especially in certain locations where people play, where you can really just effectively play rather. Unless you're playing in a spot that people play on like public servers, pretty much everything's gonna get wallbanged. So one of my favorite things about Sandstorm is just wallbanging literally everything because it's great. But in any case, I'm not. Anyway, let's get into it here. Bean again playing slowly. There's a player that Bean helps with the kill, but Lone Star actually opting to get the kill on the respawn tree on that push on the side here towards Rubble. Ooh boy, whiffing, but finally hitting a shot against T-Bar. Been tired of playing upper A the whole game. In a good Overwatch position here. Able to spot that player on the river. Finally gets the spray and actually nice headshot onto Muzzle. And Lone Star actually looking to try and catch out that player from behind. Boy held up here on B by, of course, Bean. Good Kobe nade here. Should easily kill Boy. It does not destroy the Boy. Now Boy can actually wallbang and get this kill onto Bean. Oh. He's pre-finding the location that people like to play. Runs outside, just like that. Lone Star catches him out running. Crowd him slipping. And they take the round lead 5. Take the round. And continually now 5-1. Again, Aequitas just destroying TAWdlerz right now, which I hate to see it, but it is what it is. Security side is, especially against a team that's trained, that's practiced, it's good luck. So we're about midway into the half here. Let's go ahead and check out the kills and deaths. We see no one running a positive KD on TAWdlerz, or the point is kind of close. And for Aequitas, a little bit more sighted. Toucan Sam running a 6 KDR and Bean running a 3. Lone Star running basically a 5-ish KDR. Yeah, that's 5. I can do math. And everyone else running relatively positive still. No one dying that much. That's what happens when you're playing on the strong side that's been practicing a lot. It is what it is. Let's go go ahead and see what's going to happen in this round. And ooh, D1 gets a nice nade kill onto Boyd playing Rubble, and Toucan Sam will take out Horus playing that mid position there. But ooh, Boyd gets the first kill on his own onto Toucan Sam. Not a bad push, but with them able to control, with them able to control Rubble like that, they can get a really good overview into a lot of places, and it makes it. Ooh, Dream takes up Muzzle. Muzzle before, I guess he didn't. He takes up Muzzle. Last life is now half breed with a sniper. You hate to be in a spot like this. He's really out of position. Manages to avoid that nade kill. Or the potential nade kill. Baiting out shots. They know where he is. Just waiting for him to push. They don't have to push him. They can probably just wall bang him. Hey, these are the only walls he can't bang with. He's probably hiding behind them. But there's always holes in the walls. And just like that, Dream will take out half breed and continue to lead now 6-1. So, right now, Aequitas are pretty much destroying TAWdlerz, unfortunately. It'd be great for TAWdlerz to call a pause at a time like this, when they're, like, struggling. But I don't know if they just want to get through these half quickly and just end it. Because at this point, it's pretty clear that TAWdlerz don't know how to counter Aequitas right now. They're kind of just banging their heads against the wall, trying to do something. But this could be the round that they change things up. And that maybe they're going to break through and try and change things. Get a round win and get some traction on the board. Not a bad pre-aim there. Didn't shoot, which is kind of the point. Ooh, Dream, though, takes out well. And Toucan Sam wins the fight against the Muzzle. Just like that is now a 2v5 again. You see it, and just like that, D1 gets the shot onto Half-Breed. Everybody on hand this game, getting a lot of kills on last live in his face-on tree. The catch out Dream, which is good to see. Pushing a little too aggressively there now that 5 were alive. Again, B is pretty much almost all caps, so he'll be able to respawn pretty easily. He's called out on location, but that's clutch attempt by Facepalm. Playing it well, though. There's a player watching River, though. We have Toucan Sam here guarding the post. It won't be a guaranteed easy kill, but he is watching it, so if Facepalm pre-fires this spot, he could probably get it. Will he think till there's somebody there? No, he will not. And Toucan Sam will win the fight and continue to lead now 7-1. So, in a situation like this, what are your options? What could you do differently? If you, as a viewer, are playing a competitive game of Insurgency like this, and you're in a huge losing streak like this, it's 7-1. It's painful. Man, when it's like this, you just have to call like some kind of pause, or just like what I'm guessing is probably the actual case. They're just accepting that this half is going to be entirely won by Aequitas, and they're trying to play the next half as hard as they can. They'll try and get in some work. If they can get a round or two off of them this half, that'd be fantastic. But at this point, they're written off the entire half of the game like that. So it looks like they're opting to play, as you can see here, by playing all on this one side, they are hard beaming it here. D-Butter whiffs one kill. I'm sure he spotted all those players. Will he get a nice spray? The smoke will actually save them. It looks like it's a nice wallbang onto Muzzle there. Actually, more of a window kill anyway. But we'll look at onto A, B, and opting to play basically all A. Horus gets the first actually kill onto refrag onto Lone Star. But are holding on A. As you can see, TAWdlerz opting to basically move around, but D-Barn gets an easy shot onto Half-Breed. He was aiming there, but not quite ready. Boy, Facepalm actually take out David and Bean on A. However, Horus, not a bad pre-fire there. Trying to stay alive. Dream takes out Facepalm tree. You don't want to have that happen. 3v5, not a bad pre-nade here for A. Does not take him out. Not quite far enough, but Boy catches out Lone Star running from spawn. And looks like Boy, he's trying to watch for people to run C, or possibly B, it looks like. Dream should be running to C pretty much as fast as he can. Boy has to win this fight against B here. Toucan Sam knows relatively where he could be, where he is, so it should be an easy fight. And he does not. Wow, bit of a whiff there on both sides. Looks like they will get the cap before Aequitas. TAWdlerz do bring that back to their team. But Dream actually nades face when she quickly out of spawn, while Toucan Sam runs with his knife out. Oh, we have a gun equipped versus a knife. This is a hard meme strat or what? Oh, and Dream takes out Half-Breed as well. Just Dream and Toucan Sam last alive. I don't know what he was trying to do with that one. Dream is able to be respawned. I guess maybe Dream ran out of ammo or something. Toucan Sam did? I don't know. Feels weird, man. But anyway, the Aequitas are back. They are all also unified in the group before. They're going to just destroy B here. Is Muzzle ready for this? I doubt it. They run out of time actually to make it to an objective, so they will actually lose the round to TAWdlerz, who take it now 2-7. This is how you don't let your memes dreams. If you make them real, it'll work. If you force stack mids and like all play outside the objective, they won't know what to do. And as long as you counter where they would normally rotate to, they'll probably win. If they're just totally not expecting that. So, good meme strat option. Let's see if they're opting for, like, it looks like 3 similarly, or they're playing, I guess, the same strat as before, but just a little bit more in the map versus like out of bounds here. Not actually out of bounds, but it's basically out of bounds. And it looks like they're faking a B. Probably gonna watch that. Ooh, B's a nice B. They could possibly catch out Muzzle. And it's nearby. Ooh, on the side of the wall does not kill him. They're opting to play very, very heavy in the back of B and C. Horace getting a nice kill onto Lone Star. And Happy runs into B fast. Ooh, and Dream catches him out. And Toucan Sam takes out Muzzle. Face one tree able to get the refrag onto Toucan Sam, but Dream holding on. Ooh, Dumar gets an easy kill onto Boy. And Dream here to spot him out. Oh, bad timing. Spotted him but didn't have his gun up. You hate to see it. Oh, but Dream had his gun up that time. Takes out face one tree. Last alive now is Horace. Already taking shots and is already down by Deboner. And that is the half. 8-2 for security for Aequitas, and TAWdlerz 2 rounds. So, a half you size. This could be a big change for the rounds. It should hopefully be a little more rounds for the TAWdlerz. They are on the ropes at this point. They've already lost a huge amount of rounds without barely gaining anything before. Or they had a tough chance if they had 3 or 4 rounds to try and catch up on. That's a tough one, especially if you're in a losing streak like that. It's tough, but you could possibly do it if you're really lucky. At this point, it's nigh impossible. And if it jinxes them to actually win it, I'd love to see it. But I don't believe in it, if I'm being honest. I think TAWdlerz are going to get a couple rounds here, but as soon as they lose more than 3 rounds, they're out. So they now have to win every single round of this half. And they will, well, obviously they'll win, but they only have to win like, what, like 6-7 rounds in a row? Yeah, that's a tough one for them. Actually, 6 rounds in a row they have to win. Well, they, Beantius executes the first kill of the half onto Half-Breed. They're running in very savagely, and Muzzle gets his own kill. That's a refrag in the relatively same location, but Toucan Sam. Ooh, D-Bar gets the easy kill onto Muzzle. We're taking a little too quick out towards Bean. This one trying to spot that player across. They managed to sneak past him. And Aequitas control almost all of Bravo here. Last alive is Infantry to try and block it, and they don't. And last alive is going to be Horace. Not what you want to have on the first round of the half. And Bean camps up Bravo, bringing back just one player who did die. That was Muzzle. Got a kill on the spot. But it's something. Ooh, Horace actually getting a nice kill on the deep under there, but Toucan Sam ends the battle and ends the round in favor of Aequitas, now 9-2. So at this point, TAWdlerz have now 2 more chances, or actually rather they have 1 more chance, to win all of these rounds in a row. If they don't win this, if they lose 1 more round, they're going to go to match point, and they'll have to win every single round just to get into overtime for the chance to win this map. And they're already down a map in the series, so this is not... The odds are very much not in their favor for the TAWdlerz to win this. Aequitas pretty single-handedly got this. As much as I'm rooting for Ta, so I'm kind of a part of them, I keep my hopes up at least. Have to want to be there. Well, he stopped that flip by Bean. Bean opting to again. That free fire here. Ooh, first kill onto Muzzle, and D-Born takes out Horus with the flank, and Dream as well gets the kill into facepalm. Just like that, their exterior support on the right side is totally gone for the TAWdlerz. Again, nice double spray here on Billboard. Really worked well for him. They held up on B, which is not bad. Lone Star suppressed, and Boy actually wins the fight against Lone Star. Good timing there by Boy, playing it to his advantage. See that in player there. Ooh, Boy wins the fight as well on the... Oh, he wants another D-bonus on the Bean, but Halfbreed takes out Dream. Last alive is going to be Halfbreed. He has to win this round to keep alive the chances of winning the game. It's a 2v1 here. 1 on Bravo, 1 outside. Wallbang to flush out Halfbreed. Halfbreed opting to play safe by pushing the player on B. He's now winning, so now Tuki and Sam has to make a decision to either play B or try and go A and try and respond. He's not going to get A in time. He's going to have to try and push B fast. Well, as fast as he wants to, I guess. It's tough because he can hear locations really well, so you can't just like run fast as possible onto it. Tuki and Sam playing it smart, playing on the very corner of the edge. Another spot that's coming pre-fired. Oh, Halfbreed taking quite a bit of damage here. Both of them, right out of an action movie, just shooting at each other, not quite landing any shots. Halfbreed is very, very wounded though. Tuki did get out the objective for a second. And just like that, nice wallbang, pre-fire rather, takes out Halfbreed and takes the round to match point for Aequitas, now 10-2. His best of 3. The TAWdlerz have not won a round on this half. This is the side they have to win 8 rounds in a row on. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening. Uh-oh, we got some memes going on here. I think we saw a was that facepalm with Barrett? Oh, I only flashed it though. He was a bad man. Would have been a nice thing to see there. Instead, facepalm opting to go for the actually, it's a G3. I don't know why it's showing the Mose and Nagant picture. It looks like actually D-Boner has the Mose and Nagant. Very moist nugget. Let's see how he plays it. Lands the headshot on a Halfbreed. Good shot. He lands the second one. Looks like that is a... maybe. No, it's not. No one is going to be down, at least for now. And Dream lands a shot, actually the 8 kill onto Muzzle there. Just like that, Boy. B takes out Boy as well. B going savage on B. Last alive now for Ta is Horus. He's sneaking around towards Charlie, but not likely in their favor. No one on Aequitas actually dying. So being cast at B basically for free. They don't really need that cap. Traditionally, you wouldn't need prime it until you need to get back, but they already have everyone alive, and it's basically game at this point. I hate to see it, but Horus, ooh, sneaks past, but as soon as he gets on, they're going to just pre-fire him like that. Not a bad shot from himself from through the wall there, but not quite enough. Will this nade Kobe him? And the nade literally fall into his face, and that is the end of the series. 11-2. Aequitas takes it 2-0 in the series. 2-11 in this game 2. Nice to see both teams being very respectful and wishing each other good luck. That is the end, I think, of TAWdlerz basically playoff stuff. They're done. So a little unfortunate to see that it ends like this, but that's how it goes sometimes, you know. Someone has to lose, and it's unfortunately the TAWdlerz today. Aequitas did a very, very good job today, able to frag, able to rotate, The second game was TAWdlerz really didn't. They weren't there. They kind of just called it over like moldy cheese. But that's okay. Not everybody lets it in their first try. And that map is tough too. It's very sighted. So if you're not on the good side and you're not in a good mode, like you're gonna struggle. So they did a good job despite that. Aequitas, of course, really good killing ability. TAWdlerz as well, similarly good ability to rotate and good, you know, flanking and good like adaptability is really good from them. They had a really good control of the map and were able to change things up when they needed to, and actually worked very well on at least that one round they won. The second one they won on the half there, the first half. That was good. Like they need to do that, like not silly stuff like that, but like more changing things up drastically for that entire game, or call pauses. Like one of the two, they had to do something, and they weren't doing either of which. So with that being said, that's going to be it for me today. I don't think there's any more matches being casted. You're in the quarterfinals mode, and I think the other two are passing away in their best of threes. Next up is going to be the semifinals. Who's playing in them? Not to see, but they're going to be interesting to see nonetheless. You'll be sure to see it on this channel. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that follow button, and if you really want to help out and keep the servers going and keep everything running smoothly, you can hit that subscribe button, get a cool emote, get to help us all out to keep up the servers and keep everything going. But that is it for me. I'm out of here. I've been your host, StuffShark. Apologies for the technical issues and delays that have happened. It's been a while since I've casted, but it was a good time. And catch you on the flip side.